Hello, hello, and welcome to this very special edition of Talking Bollocks. And obviously, you noticed the new intro there. Pretty rocking, don't worry, it's not going to be the full song every week. But if we say, hey, I would be stupid not to play that on my own podcast from my own band, wouldn't I? That would just be bloody silly. So, hope you like it. Been fantastic reaction to the song and the video. It has been absolutely amazing. You'll hear Mark and I talking about it in a minute. It was just the day of release when we were talking, but now a couple of weeks on, just over a week on, it's just been phenomenal. I'm recording this on Monday the 27th, and still it's just been incredible. I mean, Total Rock have had it in our top 5 songs of the week, and we're just seeing posts go all over the place, and the feedback has been absolutely wonderful. And if you're one of those people who gave us that lovely feedback, thank you very much. And if you're not, fuck you. I hope you die soon. I jest, of course. But look, thank you very much for tuning in to this podcast. Mentioned in the Acid Rain podcast previously, when it was the whole band, did say, hey, we might do some one-on-one podcasts, and this is the first of that series. So, in other words, it's going to be me chattering away into the ears of individual members as and when we get the chance. And this week it was first up, Marc Jackson, our drummer. He's a top lad, amazing drummer, as you've all heard. And now, without further ado, there's no point in me sort of gibbering on any longer. Please. Oh, by the way, of course, one thing I do need to say. That song you heard, if you don't have it, go get it. You can get it at iTunes, you can get it at Amazon, or you can get it in any digital format you like from our Bandcamp page. All of that information is on acidrain.co.uk, the funkiest thrash website, the square danciest website in the world. So here we go. Here's me and Mark talking about Acid Rain and the recording of Plan of the Damned. Enjoy. So, hello. These are... I'll have probably just done the intro, won't I? So there's no need to do another intro. Here I am once again in my front room with Acid Rain drummer Marc Jackson. Hello, Mark.
Hello.
So yeah, we last one we did all 4 of us, and we said it might be an idea to do like individual ones, and you're first head on the chopping block.
Cool.
I know, yeah. And I would have probably said this in the intro, but anyway, we're both sat here like a couple of dogs with 2 dicks, because basically it's the Friday that the song came out, and at the time of talking, there hasn't been one single negative review, has there?
No.
There's been no
negativity.
Yeah. I like the way you fielded the end of that.
Thanks, man.
I don't do that. Yeah, that was like negativity. Just on the end there. Mark and I do specialise in doing Hetfield impressions, Hetfield yeahs.
No, don't.
Yeah. Yeah. But anyway, so yeah, we're chilling out. We've got rehearsals over the weekend. So Mark comes down from Newcastle, London. And I am going to slip into Geordie accents occasionally, so I apologise. But Mark comes down on the fucking megabus, like.
On the mega shit bus.
It's fucking horrible, isn't it?
It is fucking horrible.
And and hey kids out there listening to this, that's the kind of dedication that it takes to be in a band these days, or at least this band anyway. And that's...
No private jets or anything like that.
No, fucking hell, no private rooms.
No. Well, I've got my own private room. I've got my own private bedroom.
True, actually. Yeah, Mark has his own room here because he's longer than everybody else in the band. He gets the room. Anyway, that's the fascinating sleeper.
Right, that's the interview over. It's done.
Yeah. I don't mean to let you all in on more than you care to know about us.
Am I going to let you know everything you don't want to know?
Yeah, exactly. This is going to be like the most boring fucking interview ever, isn't it? Well, it's not an interview, is it? It's just me and you talking.
Yeah.
And we've done the whole thing about how you how we found you. Thanks once again to Jeff from Onslaught. And it's coming up. It's going to be a year. It's going to be a year next month.
I know. It's crazy.
It's mental, isn't it?
It's crazy. Absolutely crazy.
I remember speaking to you on the. I remember. I might be repeating myself from the interview we did, but when we spent that, like, it's the first time we'd really properly spoken when I was driving up.
Yeah.
To rehearsal, and actually I did mention this on the last one, didn't I? Because then I just got through telling you what a stand-up totally reliable guy Mac was. And I hadn't found out from you, and then I got a message from him saying I can't make it. And to this day, you've never met him.
No.
But you form part of like the I would say the inner sanctum or whatever. But it was me, you, and Paul for.
Definitely quite a long time, to be honest.
And there were times there where it just it certainly seemed like, I'm sure it crossed your mind to kind of think, well, you know, if I knock it on the head, there's not really much to knock on the head.
Yeah.
And I think I felt that. I think Paul felt that. I think you felt that. And this is going to sound really cheesy, but I think the only thing that actually stopped that happening was the friendship that we developed between the three of us.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, you know, it was just kind of I didn't really know where it was going. You know what I mean? Like, so I guess it did cross my mind. It was just the unknown, you know.
Mm.
But sometimes you've just got to kind of keep going and see where it goes. And thankfully, we found two other awesome musicians. So
yeah, and the thing is that I remember that the bit I remember is when being in the fish and chip shop, you know, that stupid cow not knowing what 3 of each is. That's right. Still sticks in my fucking craw. When we went over to the pub across the road, we were playing pool. It was like me, you, and Paul. We were just playing pool, and there was hardly anyone in that pub.
Yeah.
And it was just like, and I don't know, it was just kind of that pub was like, it was like
it's like the first Bond, wasn't it?
Well, sort of first Bond. Well,
it was outside of the kind of music side of everything, which kind of needed to happen, because you know, obviously we know that we all like music, and you know, it's good to step outside that box, you know, and actually find out who these people are properly, sort of thing, you know.
Yeah.
And that's what happened in that pub. It was just kind of having a laugh rather than anything too serious, you know what I mean? It was just kind of, I don't know, it was just chilling out and having a pint and just having a laugh, you know, and it was definitely one of the most important parts of the bonding between me, you and Paul at that time, and I think that's kind of one of the things that stopped, or that actually made us you know, carry on going with Acid Rain, you know, to keep trying different people to see if we could find the right musicians for the band.
Well, the thing is, as well, is for me, I forget as well that it was harder for you two, because the thing is, for me, I was 2 up.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Whereas for you and Paul, it was like, we need 2 more people.
Yeah.
Whereas for me, it was like, excellent, I've got 2 more.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's like, because having started out with it being everyone, and then everybody dropping off one by one, and then me thinking, I don't know what I was going to do, and then thinking, oh, you know, trying to get the band back for one, do one gig, and that was turned down by the members who'd already said they didn't want to do it anymore, or couldn't do it anymore. And then there was that period where I thought, thrash project, and then, you know, me ringing Paul and saying, I've thought of a name for it, I'm going to call it Acid Rain. And it's like, you're up for it, I'm sure Mac will be up for it. So that means all we need is a drummer and another guitarist. And I think all of a sudden Paul then sort of thought, hey, this is getting real. Fucking hell, yeah, this could happen. And then, because Paul and I just kept saying to it, shit just got real, and we were always like giggling about how it might actually happen one day. And then coming away from meeting Jeff and saying, I just ringing Paul and saying, fucking hell, I might have got as a drummer. And he was like, fucking hell, that'd be awesome if you have. And it was going to be a 4-piece rehearsal. It was going to be me, you, Mac and Paul. And of course, Mac wasn't able to make it and wasn't able to make any subsequent rehearsals, and then ultimately when potential tour dates came in, realised that he couldn't do it. I'd just like to mention, by the way, that Mac actually was texting me and giving me a call last week because it's the first time he'd heard the song, and he was fucking blown away with it and he loved it. So I know Kev does as well. I haven't spoken to Adam or Ramsey, but that's for me that's sound. But anyway. So that rehearsal was going to be a 4. So even the first ever rehearsal was a bit of a letdown because it ended up being just the 3 of us.
Yeah.
And then we probably did, was it 3 or 4 of those?
Something like that, yeah. Wasn't it kind of like Yorkshire and it was like Leeds, London.
Well, we didn't do London.
We didn't? Oh no, we didn't. I think we did one.
With the guy, the guy who didn't work out. Yeah. And by the way, there wasn't like a fucking revolving door. This was never going to be. I mean, sometimes I think even you might have said to me, do we advertise? Do we put something on the Facebook page or something like that? And I always said like, no, I want the people to find us, or we'll find them. I hate the idea of. I know it sounds really poxy, but it's like I hate the idea of auditions because it's like it's just then it's just a job and you get loads of people turning up who want a job.
Yeah, I guess it puts extra.
I want them to want this job.
Yeah, it puts kind of extra pressure on that person, anyway, isn't it? If you call it an audition, it's like this is serious sort of thing. You know what I mean? Instead of going into something which is just like, oh, you want a jam? Like, do you want to kind of have a jam session,
Yeah.
Bit of toast there and.
Well, yeah, but I mean, every band's different. But I always, do you know what I mean? I always wanted to, and the thing is, it was like kismet, it was like fate with the way Cookie posted that video, almost as we came in the room from a disappointing rehearsal with somebody that we knew in our heart of hearts wasn't going to work out, which was a shame. I mean, I was fucking gutted about it. But for Cookie to like just it was mad.
Yeah, the way that Cookie did it was the way that you just kind of explained how you wanted it to happen.
Yeah, yeah, weird.
Yeah,
weird. Yeah, I got what I wanted.
Just some fan posting the video.
But also the weird thing about like all of that his connection with Kev and Kev having already mentioned him to me about a year previously, it is, isn't it?
Yeah.
And when you think that he's already been told no, but he's still doing a video and putting it on the Facebook page.
Yeah.
Why?
Well, there you go. That just shows you dedication straight away.
Again, yeah. It is a great point. It's like, just if you really want something, just keep running after it until someone cuts your legs off.
Exactly.
Fight them till you can't. That's what. Hey.
Hey.
Just get the get me thrash references in there.
Bit of anthrax there for
you. But yeah, they were. But funnily enough, going back to the pub, the 3 of us in the pub. I thought that was actually an interesting sort of allegory for where we were at that time as well. It's like we were in a pub that should have been really busy. Sorry, that was my phone going off. I'll switch it off. Oh, apart from I think it's another good review coming in. Awesome, yeah. It's another 99p in the bank.
Hey. We are now rich motherfuckers.
Yeah. But yeah, I thought it was an interesting sort of, as in, it's like there should have been a lot more people there than for it to operate properly. Yeah. So the pub felt a bit weird, and like there wasn't enough people there for it to be a proper pub. Yeah. It's like, that's funny because there's not enough people here for it to be a proper band.
I never really thought of it like that or seen it like that, but yeah, now that you mentioned it.
But they were important. Like you said, it was important. It's weird. Just talking about it now, it's like, because it's not something that we dwell on.
Yeah.
But just talking about it now, it shut my eyes. I'm fucking back in that pub.
Oh yeah, definitely.
It
is very, very strange, isn't it? I mean, clear image of the pub, and I've only been to that pub once.
Yeah.
But it just seemed like to be such an important moment, and it was one of those kind of moments that had to happen, you know.
But it's
definitely
just
brought us together.
Yeah.
More than before, you know, rather than just dwelling on the fact that we didn't have anyone else in the band, and you know, we knew that we had to go through the struggle to find these people, you know.
Well, that's why I really appreciate that. Sounded a bit Geordie, didn't it? And that's why I.
That's where I.
That's why I like.
That's where I like.
Can I have a pasty? Because that's fucking cuisine.
Can I just mention that I might be talking absolute shite or bollocks, whatever you want to say, but I am really hungover. Okay. I'm tired. I've been on a mega shit bus, and I mean the pizza's helped out a little bit. Like
yeah,
pizza was awesome.
That working for you?
Good old Domino's.
Yeah, we love Domino's.
So
that fair enough, mate. Fair enough.
I'm away with the fairies.
But yeah, the three of us kind of like just those putting in the hard yards, you know. I think because I guess, you know, let's not forget it was just me, and I almost got Paul involved with the Acid Rain reunion straight away because Kev was only going to be available here and there. So straight away it was going to be Ramsey, Adam, Mac, me, and Paul filling in for Kev when Kev couldn't make it. And Paul was like, look, I'm happy to be involved in any way. If Kev's there full time, you know, like, I'll crew for you, whatever, it's fine. And we went from that state of affairs to it being just me and Paul. So all of a sudden it's like, well, not only are you going to be involved in this, you're going to be one of the main parts of it. So then to get you in, I think it was like it made it real because, well, as we said on the last podcast, you know, Paul's still the first at Acid Rain as you guys and you lot and stuff like that. And I think he's realised that he's in the band now.
Yeah.
But so it was still just me and him, and we were mates, and we'd never even rehearsed together or done anything together. So when me and Paul rehearsed with you, that's the first time I'd ever played with Paul. Well, no, sorry, I take that back. Apart from when I guested with his old band like 20 years ago,
right.
And you were like, what, 7? So that doesn't really fucking count, does it?
No.
So it was kind of like new and new and fresh and interesting.
Playing golf is like making love to a beautiful.
First, wash your balls. I always remember that one. Yeah. Look, I don't want to fucking make it too negative actually, because we're on the other side of that, and we've talked a little bit too much about negativity. Yeah. I mean, where we are at the moment, it's kind of like it's weird. We've gone into that sort of talking about the negative side of things because everything's almost like so positive at the moment. It's scary.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like you kind of. I'm shocked at how kind of it seems like everything's came together really quickly, but if you actually think about it, it hasn't. And
yes,
it did take quite a while to get the other members in. But what is surprising to me is how well, you know, well, not how well they fit into the band. It's, you know, just the fact that they are part of the band. You know what I mean? You know, and they're awesome guys too. You know what I mean? So, and that's definitely something to be thankful rather than just having some awesome musicians who are complete dickheads. You know what I mean?
Yes. Yeah. We've all been there.
No worse than that, like.
Yeah. So glad Kev's not involved. That's not true, obviously. Well, no, he's a nice guy, but I am glad he's not involved. No, it's a joke. But yeah, I mean, I was saying to you earlier that I almost feel like writing on the Acid Rain Facebook page.
Don't even say it, Howard. Don't even say it. Don't. What are you trying to achieve by saying it?
I know, it's being honest. It's being honest. It's just the fact that it has, like you said, it's been overwhelming. I mean, it's fucking overwhelming that. I mean, I was up till 2:00 this morning, fielding comments from people on the page because our website's music player didn't just get taken down; it broke because so many people were trying to play Plan of the Damned at midnight, 25 years after this band went out of existence. It fries your brain.
It does, yeah.
And if I was thinking about this earlier as well. I was thinking, remember the whole idea of like we'll do one song, we'll put one song out, was because I was trying to preempt people going, well, it's just you, and who are these other guys, and to validate the new lineup, and it's ended up like totally not being needed. Do you know? Because we were all, weren't we? We were all kind of like, well, you know, there's going to be people out there going,
don't like it.
Yeah.
But we've had nothing like that yet.
Yeah.
Touch wood.
Yeah. Touch anything.
Yeah.
And then for so then it's like, oh yeah, but we're doing a song, and again, like, I mean, I have, you know, obviously being the only original member, this was my plan because I wanted to try and preempt any kind of sort of negativity again.
You plan negativity.
That's it. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's it.
In there somewhere.
Well, maybe. But I'm a DJ. And there was no need for it in the end. It's like Acid Rain fans just went, yay, they're back. So what? If it's only Howard, you know, they're back. And the way you guys have all been just like welcomed by the Acid Rain fans is just, it's mental.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if it is like this, but this is certainly the way I see it. It's like we were kind of, well, obviously we're new to the band, but it feels like it's been like this for a while, and when people comment things like that, it just brings a tear to my eye. No, it's just it's quite surprising because there's no comments like, oh well, this guy isn't like you know, someone else from Acid Rain, whoever was in Acid Rain before, sort of thing. You know what I mean? It's like there's nothing like that. It's just very straight to the point, as if we were already in the band, sort of thing. You know what I mean? And that's really cool. Because I was expecting, you know, like, oh well, he's not drumming like him, you know, and it's like, which is a lot of shit anyway. You know what I mean? It doesn't even make sense, because why would I want to drum like someone else? You know. But yeah, man, it's awesome. It's just fucking awesome.
It's never been an issue.
No.
It's just been like, yeah. I mean, I'm you know, people listening to this might think, yeah, well, you know, you're labouring the point a bit, but it's different. You guys being on the outside looking in, and we're on the inside looking out. And when you're on the inside looking out, it's you don't want to fuck it up. You don't want to spoil it for anybody. You want to try and sort of...
it's definitely a tense moment, because you don't know if they're gonna like the song, because you yourself as the artist, you're gonna appreciate what you've created.
Yeah.
And an outsider, you know, you might think, oh well, people are gonna love this, and man, I guarantee that like so many artists that have released an album or a song or whatever have released it, and the people have heard it and they've just went, what a pile of shit, and you know, they're in shock. You know what I mean? It's like, oh well, I thought it was awesome and I love it. You know what I mean? Which is obviously the most important thing. But I mean, point is, is that, you do not know what to expect, and you do want people to like it, of course you do, because you want to be proud of what you've created, and you want people to feel how you felt about the song when you first heard it back after it being recorded. Because to me, I know obviously I'm the drummer in Acid Rain, but I do really like the song, and I do try and step away from kind of being the drummer in Acid Rain when I listen to that song, and kind of go, right, what would other people think of it when they actually hear it? What would they like about it? You know what I mean? Instead of just kind of going, awesome job, fucking good song,
Yeah. Well, I know exactly what you mean. To one of my most important sounding boards, my fucking neighbour across the hallway there. The Polish guy lives across the road, across the hallway. He, I think I must have mentioned him on the podcast before, but yeah, I heard him cleaning his car one day, and he was blasting Sepultura, and we've been mates ever since. And I dropped a CD of the song because he had Obnoxious, and he liked that. And then when the remasters came out before the Applecast archives, the remasters back then, I gave him a copy of that. He was like, "Oh wow, yeah, it's really good." I was like, "Oh, that's me singing." He was like, "Fucking really?" So I stuck a CD through as soon as we settled on a final mix through the store. What?
No.
Right. Okay.
Carry on.
And I wrote on it first new Acid Rain song. So I put it through his letterbox, and making me laugh now. I put it through his letterbox, and I just thought, okay, we'll leave it at that. And I was coming out of the flat one day, and I went out to get in my car, and he was out there working on his bike like he always is. And I was like, all right, mate. And he just looked at me, and he was just like, man, that is such a surprise. You are cracking up. What the fuck why are you laughing?
I don't know.
Have you just lost it? You got the giggles?
I don't know what's going on.
Or I think it's lack of sleep.
Sorry, probably.
No, it's all right.
Probably,
So I walked out, and he just looked at me and he goes, man, fucking brilliant. And I'm aware that's not a Polish accent. Yeah.
Mate!
Yeah.
Fucking awesome!
Yeah. It's from the northern England part of Poland. But he just went, oh, it's fucking great. I'm not going to do the accent because it's just like, it's just
getting worse and worse.
It's going to roam all around Europe and end up being
fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Fucking knapsack, dude. Yeah, he was going.
I work hard for these fucking cigarettes.
He said, yeah, it's amazing. It's great. So it's great thrash metal and all this. It's fine because he's like he loves his old school stuff. And I was like, oh right, wow, thank you. But he was just stood there like visibly kind of struggling to communicate how much he liked it. and I was going, and to the extent I was kind of watching him and thinking, fucking hell, you really like this, because you could see it in his eyes that he was annoyed. He speaks great English, but he was still annoyed that he didn't have the words he had in Polish in English to say how much he really fucking like. He just was used to saying fuck a lot, basically. Yeah. Like you would in any language. Yeah. And I was like, oh wow, that's really good. And then but he continued talking about it and saying like, oh, the drums, they're fucking amazing. Again, shit accent. The drums, they're fucking amazing. The guitar's great. You vocals are like proper thrash metal and all that sounds great. And I turned away and he went, and I was like, oh right, okay, carry on. I don't mind having my ego.
And then he's English.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
That's it. Yeah. He's like, and well, yes. My children were saying.
While I sip a cup of tea,
yeah.
With my pinky out.
He said I was in the car the other day, and my kids said, put our neighbour's song on, and I just started laughing. I was like, really? Yeah. And he said, so I put it on, and it gets to the chorus. There is I'm doing it again. Shit, I'm doing it. Sorry, I really am sorry. So he says yeah, and he said they start singing in the choruses, like how do you say when you go to a pub and there is singing? I was like, oh, karaoke, and he goes like, karaoke. He says, I have your song, My Children, doing karaoke in the back of my
That's
car.
awesome.
And I'm like, you're fucking joking. You're joking. The little boy throws me the devil horns every time he sees me.
Yeah.
I know. He's corrupted. we've won another one over there.
We are.
Mind you, his dad does Blast Sepultura, so he might have something to do with it. But yeah, I mean, how awesome is that?
Yeah.
You know, and it's like at that point, and just for you guys to know, we've all been kind of playing it to people we know, and obviously you'll know from some of the quotes that I've, Lawnmower Death heard it, and Dark Angel, or Mike from Dark Angel heard it, and Michael from Marc Jackson heard it, and everybody just kept coming back with positive stuff.
And Travis Smith.
Oh, good point.
From Trivium.
Yeah, who liked it as well. What did he say? It's if Anthrax and Exodus had a baby.
Yeah.
Which is
really fucking cool.
I can't believe I didn't put that on the fucking quotes.
Oh man.
Man, honestly. Should we go back in time and do it?
Yeah.
Right. All right. No, let's not.
No.
But
let's not, as if we could actually do it anyway. Actually,
Yeah.
no, not tonight. Not.
Yeah. We'll save the time travel for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Save
After the interview, yeah.
Yeah. All right. Okay. When's the interview?
I don't know. This is just frying my brain now.
That's probably because you can hear the washing machine going, isn't it?
All right. That's not my brain then.
Yeah, no, not at all. But yeah, so we finally got it out there, and it's all fucking positive and all the rest of it, and it's just like the tour's booked, and we've confirmed Hammerfest, and again, sometimes I genuinely this week I just took some time to sit down and kind of think about like where we've come from, and some of those I remember kind of, I'm sure you remember this, where in the chip shop before we went to the pub, and Paul sort of saying like, so what's the plan? And I could tell Paul was kind of like really sort of picking at the scab, as it were. Like, but so what's the plan then? What are you thinking of? And I knew he was searching for reassurance from me, but it was reassurance I couldn't give him, as I kept saying, look, we just need to find the members. Once we've got the members, it's logistics. We just got to find the people.
Yeah.
And there's no fucking rule book for that, as you can tell by like the way it's all sort of fallen into place. And I took time out this week to just kind of sit down and just think, wow, we've got a website launching at midday. Just the buzz and the hype around the single coming out, and the way the new lineup's been embraced and all the rest of it. And I just think, wow, yeah. In such a short time, but it felt like forever. It felt like we were just swimming in treacle and going nowhere.
But it doesn't now.
Oh,
you kind of forget.
But it's the opposite now. That's what I'm saying, and that's why I kind of like don't want to forget.
Yeah.
Because it keeps you grounded.
Yeah.
About shit.
Yeah, it doesn't feel like it was months of trying different people. It was like, it just feels like we've been together longer than we actually have.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So.
Yeah, I know. We've still got things like, we've still got to do things like go on the road and get on each other's nerves.
Yeah.
Because it's a fucking given. It will, because that's what you do in a band, isn't it?
Annoy the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Right, okay.
Yeah. not on purpose, but at points.
Right.
Everybody gets on everybody's nerves at some point.
Yeah.
It just happens. But yeah, no, I mean we've got all that to look forward to. And one thing I did want to mention as well is that you're available for lessons.
Yes.
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 I teach the drums.
For Yamaha, no less.
Yamaha, yes.
That's fucking awesome.
Thank you.
How did they find out about you?
That's a really good question. There's a guy called Stuart Shields, and he plays in Guns N' Roses tribute
I think you say he plays in Guns N' Roses because he
Yeah.
fucking doesn't.
Yeah. No, he fucking doesn't.
Yeah. There's all called Shields in Guns N' Roses.
That's Slash. Not Shield.
Yeah, and he's not been there
And
for a
he's
while.
not even in the band.
Yeah.
Yeah, but he works for Yamaha, and he plays for Guns N' Roses tribute band, and I was playing for a Black Sabbath tribute band at the time, and yeah, I think it was more me asking him what he was up to, sort of thing, and he just said, "Oh, I'm working for Yamaha," sort of thing, you know. And we got talking and all that, and then I just kept asking him, you know, if there's any jobs available or anything like that for teaching drums with Yamaha. I'd be up for it, you know. And then eventually it came around to me actually teaching for Yamaha, you know. I haven't started properly yet, but I start probably in September. I mean, I have taught there for about a month now or something like that. And I haven't even started, but they keep getting us in, so it's really cool. But yeah, I was supposed to teach for Yamaha before where I teach now, which is Whitley Bay. I was supposed to teach at the Newcastle Drum Centre, but there was problems there and the Newcastle Drum Centre closed down, so that just kind of went to shit, you know. So when they opened up in Whitley Bay, that's when things started opening up, to open up again, you know. So I just kept asking Stu, you know, is anything available?
Yeah.
Anything available, as you do when you really want.
But it's the running theme of this podcast already, isn't it?
Exactly.
Really?
Yeah. So eventually he said, "Oh,
yeah, don't take fuck off and never come back for an answer."
Exactly. Yeah. So eventually he just said, "Oh well, someone is leaving, so would you be up for taking his place?"
And you know what? That is one of those classic stories of people saying, "Oh, that was really lucky that you rang up just at the time." And he's like, "No, it was the 50th time I rang up."
Yeah.
And that's what people never see.
Oh no.
Yeah,
no.
they just go like, "Oh, that's fallen in your lap."
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's exactly the same thing. I know I mentioned this on the last podcast, but it was the same thing with getting into Empire
of Evil,
or Acid Rain as well. You know, it was like it wasn't just, you know, sit back and see what happens. It was getting your name out there and making sure that people know that you're looking for a band.
Well,
you know.
Well, I the reason I smiled when you said getting your name out there was when I spoke to Ed Box. I messaged him and said, you know, because if there's a metal musician in the Northeast that Ed Box doesn't know about, then I'm not interested, because he's obviously no good. So I sent him your name and said, you know, can you fill me in at all? Do you know this guy? And like, you know, Ed messaged me back within about 10 minutes going, yeah, really nice guy, very good drummer, you know, strengths, weaknesses, threats, you know, what you're allergic to, you know, who your nemesis is. But I know it was just like, it was really like, I was like, right, okay. And I actually saw Ed when I played Durham. I think this was it last? No. I saw him at some, I can't remember what it was, and we were talking about you, and he was saying, and he said, you can't beat getting out there. He said, you know, he's done really well for himself, you know, as an outsider looking in. I mean, I think Ed's an incredibly talented musician, and he's never had the success I think his talent deserves.
Mm-hmm.
But I think by his own admission, there's reasons for that. Yeah, he was really sort of complimentary about, you know, your attitude, and it, you know, it's not just, and you know, people are probably sick of hearing this, but I say it time and time again because it's true. It's not about talent. It's really not about talent. I should know. I haven't got much.
You heard this, so what do you think he's trying to say about me as a drummer? Well, no, so it's not about talent. Look what we found.
Yeah.
There's proof for you.
You know what I mean, you bastard. Do you know what? That's the first time anyone's actually properly taken me to task in any podcast. Do you know what I mean? I always get away with it. No. I love the way you deliberately took that the wrong way. But it isn't. You know, there's way more talented vocalists out there than me. There's way more. But it's about the work ethic. It's about the fucking ugly shit.
It's the determination, and it's how much you want something. I mean, you know, with Empire of Evil, which was, if for you guys who don't know who they are, it's ex-Venom members Jeff Dunn, known as Mantis, and Tony Dolan,
the Demolition Man.
And Jeff was actually the stage manager for one of the events that I played with the Black Sabbath tribute band, and I actually went up to Jeff, and this was it was a year before I was actually in Empire. That just kind of tells you something, you know. And I just said to him, you know, if you're ever looking for a drummer, I'll do it, you know. And that's kind of what happened. He didn't really think much of it then, but just because I went up to him and suggested and said, you know, I was straight to the point, I'll do it, I can do it, you know. It obviously kind of stuck in his mind somewhere, you know. And then a year after, he came up to us and said, we might need you, you know, and that's exactly what happened. And then I went touring different countries and had an awesome experience, you know. So it's a case of just pushing yourself every time. Absolutely.
And there will always be somebody who will piss on you for that. There'll always be somebody who says, oh, look at him.
Yeah.
Look at him going up to fucking, you know, going up to Tony, going up to man. Who the fuck else does he think he is?
Yeah.
There'll always be people like that. And that's called jealousy.
Exactly.
And that's it. That's their issue, not yours. Yeah. You're not an arsehole for doing what you're doing. They're an arsehole.
Exactly.
And you know, for doing what they're doing, which is, it's just absolute bollocks. But also, I guess the kind of point I'm making as well is that you should never let what people might think of you. You never consider other people's opinions or.
Nah.
It's an opportunity.
Concentrate on your own focus.
Yeah, and if you see an opportunity, you see a fucking crack in the door, you try and get your foot in it.
Exactly.
And try and wedge that fucker open.
I mean, you know, people might think it sounds ridiculous, you know.
It does slightly. It's the first time you've told me this story, and it does slightly because you think like, you know, drummer in a Black Sabbath tribute band going up to him and saying like, yeah, if you ever need a drummer.
Well, there was much more than that though. There was actually Trivium after Travis. You know, Travis wasn't in Trivium anymore. I actually spoke to Corey, the lead guitarist in Trivium, and asked him if he, you know, if Trivium were looking for a drummer and would I be able to audition. And then there was it might have been before, there was Avenged Sevenfold as well. I spoke to their manager.
Ah, right. Wow.
So that kind of gives you the idea.
That gives you the level that you had to end up settling for Acid Rain.
Yeah.
Do you know what? For the first time ever, you looked. Fucking hell. Sorry, mate. Fuck. Sorry.
Yeah.
Honestly.
No, that's cool.
Number one selling band in the US. Yeah. Well, thanks for settling.
Yeah. No worries. No, but that just kind of gives you, you know, it gives you kind of an idea of how determined I actually am as a musician, and I don't want to stop what I'm doing, you know.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, we don't want you to stop either, you know, because then,
especially in the middle of a song.
I was just going to say at the end of the song's all right. Yeah, you totally saw where that was going, didn't you? Actually, look, I'm sorry to do this to you, but I just heard 2 new drummer jokes.
Oh, how are you then?
Yeah, no, you didn't. You heard that, didn't you? You heard that in his voice. But just so you know, yeah, the look on his face was the same as the way he said it. Like, oh god. Right, okay.
Not like a pervert.
Yeah.
Oh, give me them drummer jokes.
Yeah, but look, you know these drummers do exist, and we know who they are and who these jokes are about. They're not about people like you. They're about those drummers, and people out there will probably know people who are drummers, and you think, yeah, he's a bit he's a bit of a dick. Or he's like, hang on, let's just get this, let's just put this out there so everybody can know where we're coming from. Lars. Yeah, I think there you go. There's the benchmark. Now we move on.
The biggest lovable dick in the world.
Absolutely, spot on. Yeah, he is. He's a lovable dick. He is.
That's ridiculous, right?
Yeah,
he's a lovable dick.
Yeah, but he is though.
Is that not the gayest thing you've ever heard?
Well,
in your life?
It's like a few of my early podcasts, I used to really take the piss out of him and stuff like that. He was being particularly stupid at the time or whatever. But you know, if somebody said to me tomorrow, you know, would you like to do an interview with Lars Ulrich? I'd wherever it is, I'd run there.
Off.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Well, for a start, it'd make my podcast.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? And then you can go off to Avenged Sevenfold, and I'll go off and interview Lars, and we'll both be happier. So anyway, the new drummer jokes, right? Drummer gets really pissed off with all of his bandmates about his bad timing and always coming in late and all the rest of it. So he goes off and threw himself behind a train. There's a few seconds there, isn't there, where you think, what's the joke? Oh. And the other one is ISIS. They've taken 100 drummers hostage, and unless their demands are met, they've threatened to release one an hour. Yeah. All right. Okay. Look, I'm sorry about that. That was wrong of me, but such is life. But talking about determination, I'm determined not to tell those jokes ever again. And that's honestly that's amazing. I genuinely didn't. I'm finding all this stuff out, by the way, guys. At the same time you are. I didn't realise that that you'd been knocking on such lofty doors.
Yeah.
But again, it's like I know you.
Why not though?
Well, yeah, absolutely. But I know you.
And I think that's what people kind of fear. You know what I mean?
Yes, but I think people also mistake it for arrogance.
Yeah, but it's
as in like you going up as a drummer. I'm being objective here. I'm not but you like drummer in a local Sabbath tribute band going up to Jeff and saying, if you ever need a drummer, and like from the outside looking, you think like, mate, you're a drummer in a tribute band. Know your place, as it were. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
But with you, it's not. And again, this is where confidence gets confused with arrogance.
Oh, big time.
Where people go like, well, you're not arrogant in any way. I know you. I know you very well. You're a mate of mine, and I don't have arrogant friends, and certainly not band members. And it never crossed. It's not a word I'd associate with you in any way. And hearing what you did, and looking you in the eyes as you're telling the story, it's obvious that it's like, well, yeah, because I know I can do it.
Yeah.
So why wouldn't I? Why wouldn't it? Yeah. Do you know what I mean? It's exactly. like seeing a job being advertised that can you run the 100 metres in 15 seconds? Yes, I can. So I'll go for that job.
Exactly. Yeah. Why not? Shy Ben's getting out. So
the squeaking wheel gets the oil.
Never heard that one before.
Yeah. It's shit, isn't it?
Fucking hell.
Yeah, it's shit, isn't it?
But it's so true. Why not?
Why limit yourself?
Why not push yourself? And even if those bands are huge, what does that matter? If you're capable of doing it, go for it.
Jason Newsted, Flotsam and Jetsam, Metallica.
Yeah, exactly.
He knew he could do it. Admittedly, when you look back on it now and you think talking about mindset and all the rest of it, most people would have left within the first 6 to 9 months after what he had, and he put up with it for years.
Yeah.
Most people would have left. He stuck out God knows how long.
Oh.
But again, it is. It's that mental toughness, and that that inner confidence. I want to say inner strength because that's just it's just an overused phrase, but yeah, why not? You know, reach for the stars. That's it. Something like that. Is it? Reach for the moon, end up with the stars. I don't know.
I don't know. Just reach for
greatness.
Spot of brown ale or something like that.
Oh, I do fancy a drink. I've got to be honest.
I should have got some tinnies in.
Yeah. Well, we'll go and get some tinnies after this. That's yeah, we're getting there. Yeah, the time's passing.
The time is passing. Yes.
Yeah. So, people. The weird thing is, like, we made these plans. Like, we're going to need to do a song because validate the lineup because there's obviously going to be questions about who people are. Yeah, that never happened.
Yeah.
So we went, well, just put one song out because then we've got to go out. We've got to tour the old stuff. We've got to play all the old songs. No one's going to want to hear new stuff. We put one new song out. People want to know when the album's coming out. It's like, wow. I'm going to take everything that I thought I knew and do the opposite in future.
No, don't change it if it's not broken. Just do exactly the same thing. Think the same thing. Why not?
Yeah, but it's crazy. It's crazy.
Oh, it is crazy.
But again, what we've said is that we've got to go out and we've got to play the old stuff.
Mm.
But I mean, I spoke to Paul the other day, and he was saying like we might have to do another new song, and I was kind of like, yeah, I know, I've thought of that. There's financial implications, but they should be okay after we've done a few more bits and pieces. Knock out some Dead Cheap Planet of the Damned t-shirts would be a good start. But it's kind of like, yeah, wow, it is almost open to sort of like, well, it was just all going to be about playing live.
But you realise it's not.
Well, having put the new song out and just seeing like the voracious appetite.
Yeah, of course. There's other things that can be done. When you're not playing live, you just do a new song. Why not?
Yeah, but also, I mean, there has been label interest as well, which is, basically, we were offered a deal on the back of that one song.
Yeah.
And I spoke to them and I said, well, look, we're gonna look. There's no plans yet, but how about we leave it like this? When and if the time comes, I won't do anything without speaking to you first. You'll be one of the people,
right.
And they were like, yeah, great. He said, yeah, great. He said, but I tell you now, everyone's going to want a piece of you. I was like, really? He was like, yeah. He said, it's that. Look, I work in the music business. All we do is listen to music all day, and that song's special.
I think. I mean, the song is very special to me. I mean, it's just something about it, and I think definitely because of the way I approached the drumming on that song is not something that I've done before, because I knew that it for the first time it needed something that was just super tight with the rest of the song. Kind of like the way I approached it was kind of like the Heaven and Hell Bill Ward kind of that, and kind of the Laws of Sabbath True, and then kind of like the Dave Lombardo sort of thrash kind of, you know what I mean, all in one sort of thing.
Yeah.
Which is a completely
it's a schizophrenic song.
Yeah, it's a completely different approach from what I've done in recordings with bands before. You know what I mean? Like.
Yeah, but it's been very organic because you heard the demo because I think I did the demo before we'd even met you. We'd actually just done the demo.
Yeah.
Me and Paul had just done the demo.
Because you showed me at someone's house. I can't remember.
Zach.
That's the one. Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because you hadn't heard all the songs.
No.
Oh yeah, no, that's right. I remember now. Well, that. But the thing, it's been organic because me, you and Paul, or you, Paul and I, for the correct English, played it, the three of us, and we got to sit with it.
Yeah.
And we got to work it, but we got. And I am aware this is going to sound really arty and wanky, but it's true. So, you know,
It's a fuck you.
Yeah.
Just listen.
Thank you. It's usually.
I was glad he didn't.
Yeah, it's usually me being the obnoxious cunt. Thanks for taking over. But it's true, isn't it? But it's true. As in, what I was going to do, I was going to go really wanky and say, we got to know the song.
Yeah, totally.
And by that I don't mean learn. We got to know it.
Yeah, and the thing is, the thing that kind of I was really surprised by was, I don't know if it was the whole kind of atmosphere when you're in the studio, you know, and you kind of on the spot to record. But whenever we practiced those songs, I played that song, different from the way that I recorded it.
Right.
There was a lot in the recording, in the actual song, that is different from the way that we rehearsed it.
Yes. Yeah. I noticed
And
that.
that didn't happen on purpose.
I tell you what. What you mean? It just took over in the studio.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I don't know if it was because I heard everything clearer.
I think Ginge made a lot of difference as well.
Oh yeah, definitely. You know, I mean, I was.
You were kind of, and I don't mean to cut across you, and I just want to kind of throw this out there, and I might be wrong, but I think.
No, you're wrong.
Yeah. All right. We'll fuck that. I think I'm not saying you were trying to. You were drumming to impress Ginge, but it's like
there was definitely an impact with him there, because I basically, we didn't get told who was going to be the producer. Like,
Mark's talking to you, by the way.
Yeah, and you know, when we got there, well, actually, it was just me and you, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was just the two of us. Yeah.
Yeah.
And well, you were there first.
Drum kit, yeah.
You were there first.
Yeah.
But by the way, Cookie had organised this, right? Well, I say organised.
And he didn't say fuck all.
Yeah, he just said it was
producer.
his mate Ginge. He's worked with loads of bands. Right?
Yeah, that's all he said. So I went outside for a tab, and Ginge came outside, and you know, we got talking, and actually, sorry, I have to mention this. Before we went outside for a tab, we actually got on the kit to see if everything sounded okay, and he played, and instantly I knew he was a drummer. So then we went out for a tab, and I asked him, you know, like, so what bands have you played in? You're obviously a drummer. And straight away he said, oh my god, what are they called?
Dub War.
The Dub War, and there was the reggae metal.
That's Dub War.
Fucking yeah,
Skindred.
That's the one, Skindred. Yes. Yeah.
Well, he didn't play in Skindred, but Dub War. Well, oh no, of course he did, didn't he? He was in Dub War, and then and he plays drums on the first Skindred album.
Yeah.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
So he told me.
Sorry,
that.
Ginge.
He told me that, and then instantly I was like, well, fucking hell, Cookie never said anything about this. And then I
probably just as well he didn't. Though.
Yeah. And then I turned around to Ginge.
The genius of Cookie, though.
Yeah, exactly. I turned around to Ginge again, and I goes, so. Well, what else have you done then? And that's when he mentioned Trivium in Wales, you know, producing that album, and As I Lay Dying was one of them, wasn't it?
Yeah. First two Bullet for My Valentine albums.
Slipknot's download DVD.
Yeah, the Slipknot Sickness live at download. Yeah, he mixed that.
Yeah, and Roadrunner United's live DVD as well.
Yeah. The Axe Wound album, which is the offshoot of the Bullet yeah.
Yeah, so I mean, because this was such a shock to me, I did feel nervous. I don't really like admitting that, but I did feel nervous when he was playing, and I felt like, right, I've got to fucking impress this guy. I guess it was like that. Yeah, it was. It was like I have to play the best I can play.
Yeah. Now you see.
But I think that's not the right attitude to have.
No, but I'll just intercede there. I don't think you were drumming to impress him, and I started out by saying I don't think you were trying to impress him. I think it had the effect of going to you, Right, okay, so this shit's fucking
This
real.
is real.
Yeah.
Serious.
Yeah.
This, yeah.
Right, okay, Mark.
Yeah.
Fucking up your game. Deliver.
Yeah, exactly, yeah.
Yeah, yeah. Bearing in mind, you've also spent...
Just hearing that from what he said he's done to going, right, time to record. It was like that though. It was like, oh, you know, I've worked with Trivium and As I Lay Dying and Bullet for My Valentine, and then it was literally, okay, time to record.
Yeah.
So, you know what I mean? It was like,
Yeah.
right, here we go. Come on. You know, it was, it's kind of not what you want to hear just before you kind of start to record. Not saying that was in any way his fault, because he probably thought I already knew all this stuff. But anyway,
he can't help who he is, can he?
No, exactly. He probably thought that that Cookie would have told us all of this, but
Yeah.
no, that's not Cookie.
No. The funny thing is that when I went down to do the vocals, of course, right? So I go down to do the vocals the following week in like different studio, because that was all in Cardiff University. I went down a week later to Newport to the Not in Pill Studios, which is where all the Bullet stuff was recorded. It's awesome. It's like it's a little studio underneath a boxing gym. You got to walk through the boxing changing rooms, and sometimes you hear like doof, doof, doof. I was like, "What's that noise?" He goes, "Oh, it's a treadmill. It's like boxers upstairs on treadmills and shit like that." It's bizarre. So anyway, I've got the exact opposite experience of you. I know, like, what I'm up against.
Yeah.
I've got time to think about it.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah.
So we've done that session, and I'm not down there till to the following Friday. So I've got all that time to think about it. All that time to think. It's like, so, you know, he's recorded some pretty serious vocalists. He's mixed some fucking, you know, he's mixed Corey Taylor, for fuck's sake. I think you're right. Okay. Yeah. Okay. This is all out, and you know, not gonna lie to you. Yeah, I wasn't sleeping my best. And it was definitely not far from my mind all the time. But I also kept, and it's really, you know, when you talk about sports people and the mental state and the mental side of the game being more important than the physical, so fucking true in music as well. It's true in life. Let's face it.
Yeah.
But so mentally, I kept having to deal with that and say no. Don't you fucking dare turn this into a job of work. Fucking enjoy it. Rise to the challenge. Go in. You're H from Acid Rain, for fuck's sake. Yeah. No, but in all seriousness, but like kind of, for fuck, no, come on.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy
and
this.
That's what was really cool about what Ginge did, because, you know, I tried to play the song all the way through for the first recording, and it didn't work out, and Ginge knew why straight away. You know, he just said, take one bass drum out. You just relax. He didn't even say you need to relax. He just said, just relax. Just relax. That's all he said, and it made a hell of a difference. And I remember him saying, because you're getting frustrated, and we could hear you from the overhead mics and everything, just going, "Hi." Do you know what I mean? Like, you got me. Yeah. Yeah, I am. You're right. Because he was, you know, and that was such a great way. It was just the way that he approached that situation, to be honest, you know, and it made a hell of a difference to my playing, you know, because I definitely became more comfortable and I was more focused on the song rather than a person in there who's recorded all these top bands and stuff like that. It was more, him saying just relax was like, it was the mental thing again, you know. It was just, right, what am I doing, man? I'm not here to impress anyone. The thing is, you've got so much shit going on in your head that when someone says relax, you go, oh yeah, that's an idea. Yeah, yeah, exactly. But there's so much noise in there that you're never going to hear it. It became not impressing. It was more, you know, you're at this stage now, just do what you do. Yeah, yeah. Simple as that, you know.
Well, and you know, talking to you guys now, as well as Mark, he fucking nailed it. And I mean, what you hear, well, it's probably 2 takes at the most, maybe 2.5, and what I took away from it as well, because I had a very similar experience to you, right? I'll finish off my little journey. So I went down there.
Did you know?
Yeah. I went down there and sat around for a bit because we were waiting for Matt Bond, who also worked. We keep talking about Ginge. Matt was fucking great to work with as well. I'm sure Paul will want to talk a lot about Matt as well and his experience of recording with him. But Matt works with Ginge, by the way, just so I mentioned that. So anyway, coming to do the vocals, and I've arranged with Cookie that I'm probably going to be there most of the day. So I've arranged with Cookie that I may well crash at his, but I don't really want to because I've got a comedy gig in Bournemouth the following day. So I don't want to do Bridgend to Bournemouth, funny enough. And he's like, what are you doing? I said, well, I'm going to get there in the morning. I said, but, you know, it's going to be a good, 5-6 hours. It's, you know, it's going to be, it's going to be a big day. It's going to be a lot of work. At the end of it, I'm going to be fucking knackered. I probably won't want to drive all the way home. So we kept knocking it down. I was like, Cookie, you know, Cookie was saying, well, he's got a gig that night. He might have to leave me a key. Do I know when I'm getting the bell? All of this, right? So I actually get down to Newport at 10:30 in the morning because I set off at 8 in the morning because I was just wanting to get down there. And I meet, and it's great. I met Ginge, and he goes, I'm parked in so-and-so street, and he goes, what can you see? I can say, oh, big fuck off Asda. And he goes, yeah, I'm in the Asda. I was like, all right. He goes, I'll come and get you. So then we went down to the studio, and we were waiting for Matt. And so Ginge and I just sat and relaxed and just swapped war stories. And he was telling me all about, that he played with Skindred on at Soulfly's first ever gig.
Yeah.
Which was at a party in a garden.
Wow.
Yeah. And all these different stories, and he mentioned something, and I say, oh, and we knew people, we know people who this, you know, we know the same people. There you go. And it was it was so relaxing.
Oh
we just
yeah,
talked.
man. I mean,
yeah, and then Matt rocked up.
Yeah.
And we went, right, should we do some vocals then? I was like, right, okay. So I went in there, and he said, right, just go through the song once. Oh, that was it. I remember Ginge saying, I kind of said when I got there earlier, I was like, you know, yeah, well, I want to do I really want to do a really good job on this. And Ginge just turned around and he went, well, I fucking love the vocals on the demo. I think if we get anything, you know, if we get that kind of performance, because we're laughing. You just need to just do that. And straight away, I felt like any pressure that had been building on me, that I'd placed on myself, was just lifted.
Yeah.
Because he was telling me, I've already heard you. You are a good singer.
Yeah.
This is your song. How you sing on this song is what it needs, and that's what I want you to do.
I mean, it definitely makes a difference when you have someone to work with who is just so laid back and really easy to talk to. I mean,
yeah. Oh, hang on. The long and the short of it was, sorry, I knew there was this thing I wanted to remember. Long and short it was, I did the vocals in 2 hours, right? And at the end of 2 hours, I was going in the control room going, right, hang on, I've been thinking. And we listened back and I was like, oh, I'm not sure about that bit. And Ginger's going, it's fine. It's fine. He even came through whilst I was doing some vocals, not like in the middle of it. He was going, it sounded fucking great. Because that middle line, it's punk as fuck. It's punk as fuck. And then at the end, I said, well, could I do that? Or do you reckon? And Ginge just turned to me and said, you finished. I've already told you you're finished. Stop fucking messing about with it. I goes, yeah, but I'm in the mood now and I want to do more. He goes, yeah, I know you do, but you're done. Remember how you felt when you finished the drums?
Yeah, I was...
Exactly the same, wasn't it?
Yeah, I mean...
I remember you coming in.
Yeah, because I was like, oh, I don't know. I mean, I don't know, why was that sounded Welsh there?
I don't know.
I can't even...
It's Ivor the engine.
But it was like...
I came out of the pub and there was my bike. Gone.
But it was like listening to the track, like, well, no, I what was it? I finished recording, went into the studio and I just kind of, I was like, oh, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
Could I have done better there? You know.
Meanwhile,
Ginge just said, "Nah, no way."
Well, there were parts when because I think it was just me and Paul when you were laying him down because Cookie was away getting the guitars because you wouldn't want to bring guitars to the studio, would you? You want to go back for them, and Paul and I were just laughing at some of your fills because they were so over the top and some of you were and Paul literally we were laughing and we were physically going like, oh fucking hell, get in and all that. And then you come through, and you're all like Mr. Questioning himself, and we're all like giggling. It's so good. Do you know what I mean? And it was just it. But when you explain like that little roller coaster that you've just explained, you know, and when you listen back to this, you'll listen back to, and you'll be able to map out how you ended up in that place because it was just like, right, turn up, record for this guy. Oh fuck, he's Ginge and he's done all this shit. Yeah. Oh, I'm getting really fucking stressed and really angry. Oh, he sorted me out. Oh, we're finished. Yeah. And it's almost like you didn't actually have time to sort of enjoy it or feel like you were kind of. I don't know. I'm guessing, but I don't know. About, I was starting to enjoy it when I was told to stop.
Yeah, that's totally it. You know, because I mean, I think what Ginge is looking for is he's looking for the moment where you're not trying. You're doing.
It's sports. In sport, they call it focus.
Yeah.
And you're so focused. You start enjoying it. The reason you start enjoying it is because you know you've already done good work. And you've done good work because you are focused. And it's not about enjoyment. That's playing live. Mm-hmm. That's a gig. It's like in the studio, somebody should have to tell you that you're done. Somebody should have to tell you that was a good take because you don't know because you are so focused.
You want it to be the best it can be.
Yeah.
Because the song did deserve perfection for that song. You know what I mean? It was asking for certain things, you know, that needed to be there. And if they weren't there, then it wouldn't be as good of a song.
Yeah.
And I think that everything that's there is what needs to be there, you know.
Well, funnily enough, a phrase when you said, "Oh, you know, I'm really pleased with it," and all that, and a phrase popped into my mind, and I was thinking, what, and I am aware, by the way, if you're listening to this, it is only one song. Yeah, we're aware of that, but it means a lot to us, and it's the culmination of a lot of, well, for me, it's the combination of fucking 2 years of struggle. And not far off a year for Mark and nearly 2 years for Paul, and the new guys just fucking waltzed in, so it's easy for them. But that's a joke. But what I was going to say was that song, and I know this from speaking to everybody within the band, is the best. We all think it's the best thing any of us have done.
Definitely.
You think it's the best thing you've done?
I think it's the most professional I've sounded. You know, I wouldn't say it's like the most difficult recording with drumming wise. You know what I mean? It's not like I played anything that's mind blowing, but I played what needed to be done.
Yeah.
And that is what I'm very proud of, you know, because.
And you should be.
That's the musicians that I love. Play what you feel, not what you know.
Well, the bit in the Devour where you catch the cymbal.
Yeah.
That's scary.
You didn't even notice that until I said I love that.
In fact, you guys won't have noticed
because that wasn't even on purpose.
So go back and listen. And is it in the first verse or the second verse? I think it's the second verse. Where I say the word devour, Mark catches the cymbal on the D of devour. It's fucking scary. You'll have to listen to it a couple of times to actually believe it's happened.
Because when I recorded it, I didn't record it with Howard's voice over the top of it. It was just guitars, wasn't it?
Well, guitars and click.
Yeah, obviously, yeah.
Oh, and by the way, anybody's thinking, oh, click, oh, why do you record to a click? Get this. Ginge asked Paul to play the song for him. So Paul played the song, played the main riff, and Ginge built the click from how Paul played it, so that's organic. And then we played it back to back with the original demo, virtually identical. Because Paul's a fucking guitaring cyborg.
The machine.
Yes, the machine. Good machine, like, the fucking best. But and I know you're listening, Paul, and that is a fucking compliment. But it's playing to that click and no vocals and all the rest of it. It's a different kind of vibe.
Of
But the point I wanted to address about the click was exactly that.
Yeah.
But one of my favourite bits, in fact, probably my favourite bit in the whole song of yours is between the verses.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Why is that?
Because I don't know of a drummer, and this is going to sound like a really grandiose statement, and people will listen to it and think, oh, that's such a shit. And do you know what? I don't give a fuck. So take your opinion. Shove it up your ass! Because I can't think of a drummer doesn't spring to mind, who can fucking groove like that. And I don't mean groove as in fucking breakdown new metal drummer cunt. I mean, genuinely, you sit back and you drive that riff like a rock drummer. You drive that riff like a fucking old school rock drummer.
That's awesome.
You
Thanks,
know?
man.
And that's why I like it. Because when I shut my eyes, you're playing it like that. Do you know what I mean? You're just fucking loose.
You can
you're
feel,
loose.
yeah,
yes,
you can.
It's feel.
You can, yeah.
It's feel.
Yeah, exactly.
And to have that feel, and then the fucking shred in the middle, and the pounding in between. Do you know what I mean? That's
which is why I'm so proud of the outcome, because I love the fact that I didn't try to play anything over the top over the verses, because it wasn't asking for anything like that.
Yeah, you just nailed it down. Yeah.
And you know, people who are hearing it for the first time be like, oh well, you know, he's very basic. You know, he's just kind of, you know, just playing really basic beats, and then the thrash part comes, and I'm not saying that's amazing or anything, but it's
quite fast.
You know, it's a lot different from. Yeah. It's a total different energy compared to, or even vibe than the verses. You know what I mean?
Paul and I were talking about one night. It's sort of like it's a Dust Till Dawn of a song. You know what I mean? It's two movies.
Yeah.
It's two songs.
Yeah.
Two songs for the price of one, motherfuckers. Only 99p. If you haven't got it, go out and get it.
But it works, man. And it does go to that thing that I always say, is it's not what you know, it's
who you know.
It's not what you know, it's what you feel.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
To me, there's just too many musicians out there that just kind of try to show off a little bit rather than just kind of laying back and playing what the song needs, you know. And that's why I love going back to the old school rock drummers and all that kind of thing, you know, like Bill Ward and the Cozy Powell and the John Bonham and the Ginge Baker and
hey, people who predate click tracks.
Yeah, and in fact that is one of the big reasons why I love Lars, you know. He's a big influence in my part in drumming, because
is that just even standing up?
Even though you know, I mean, you know, he's not as good as what he used to be. He still,
to put it mildly,
he still plays with a lot of feel. He plays by what he feels, and that's why I think
he just feels out of time a lot.
Yeah. He
just feels.
Lars, I'm sorry. I'm trying to compliment you here.
Yeah. He plays how he feels. Yeah, and in that case, he feels tired a lot. Oh, it's just that green sparkly drum kit, man. You pointed out the other day. I mean, I've always thought that it looks wrong. It looks wrong, and as you were saying,
it sounds wrong.
Yeah,
it's not.
Yeah, it's just wrong.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Go back to the big white Tama kit.
Yeah, fucking hell, that.
That sounded awesome, but the huge toms are totally work for Metallica.
There's that huge tom roll of yours as well in Plan of the Dam, which I just fucking love. It's just so fucking metal. I remember Pete saying.
I was just about to say this.
Well, were you?
Yeah. When Pete was going to say turn down the. Tom should.
He said that run is a bit too loud. Yeah.
And me and you were just both like, nah.
No. And Paul was the same. And I mean, to be fair to Pete, there was a previous mix with some vocals that you can't really hear. We know they're there, and you might hear them occasionally on the choruses. So, for instance, the chorus goes negativity. Listen really carefully to the is a great friend to me. Listen really carefully in the background, and you'll hear some shouted vocals. And we messed around with that chorus, but we went back to how it was on the demo. But those shouty vocals are still there, buried deep in the mix, just nicely.
Just did beef it.
Yeah, almost. Yeah, just to beef it up a bit. And they were a lot more to the fore in the original mix, and Pete preferred that. But Pete's got quite a hardcore ethic, more of a hardcore.
Yeah,
by that I mean, like, you know, hardcore music, not, you know,
yeah,
whatever. So he liked that, and also he felt he needed the toms to come down a bit, and whereas we wanted the shouty vocals down. And keep the toms absolutely by where they were. But it was great because Pete also had some, like, he was spot on with a lot of his analysis.
Oh yeah, but he made a massive difference in the final mix.
Yeah.
You know, stuff that we wouldn't have been able to explain.
Yeah.
You know,
yeah,
all this technical.
Yeah, absolutely. He pointed out, and again, the whole working with Ginge thing was fucking amazing, and it was really cool because I was dealing with him for the mix. So I'd speak to everybody, get the ideas about the mix, and go back to Ginge, and we'd filter them all out more. And I think it was the fourth or fifth mix we were happy with. We were virtually there after three, but there was just one thing we needed to fix. And
the China.
Well, no, it was the China and Paul's missing guitar.
Oh, right, okay. Which no one even knew.
Yeah, and but yeah, he was saying like he really enjoyed the process of working with us with the mix. And really appreciated the feedback, and just to actually tie all this up perfectly with a little bow on the top, you sent me "Hail to the King" by Avenged Sevenfold, which is basically Avenged Sevenfold's rip-off version of Sad But True, but the production is amazing. It is the modern production of a metal band. It's kind of taken over from the Black Album.
Yeah.
And you emailed me that and said, look, can you send that to Ginge and say, look, that's how I'd like the drums to sit. This was after the first mix, and we felt the drums were a bit smothered.
Yeah.
And we sent it to him, and Ginge sent me a message back saying, that's fucking amazing, because that's what I'm EQing to.
That's unbelievable, man.
Yeah, it is.
But the thing is that I don't want to say that. I'm not licking arse or anything here. You know, it's like. When I was speaking to Ginge, like, you know, as soon as he mentioned that one of his favourite bands is the Police,
yeah,
and you know, he said his favourite drummer of all time, Stuart Copeland, and I was just like, oh man, this guy's awesome.
Yeah.
And then we kind of bounced, you know, off each other from talking about Stuart Copeland, because musically we could understand each other, sort of thing, and there was a similarity in the way he approaches and you know approaches music, with his influences and how he brings it into bands he plays in, you know. Ginge, for example, you know, well, where do you think the reggae side comes from? Because that's what Stuart Copeland wasn't he? He was like a rock reggae. He's a genius, but there was a lot of reggae. You know,
oh yeah, the Police were a big favourite of mine growing up. They, another example of you having tastes that are older than your age. But it's weird because it's like you're the youngest in the band by a long way. You're 27, but it never enters my fucking head that there's an age difference between us. It never and. Everybody in the band, it all just clicks. It's such an irrelevance, because your influences and your outlook and everything are absolutely, and also because you've also kind of you've kind of taken on the role of being the drummer in Acid Rain exactly the way it should be, which is, you know, you fucking, you know what you're doing, you know you can play the songs awesomely, and you've got a sense of humour, and it just. It all works. It's and again, Stuart Copeland is another example of like, well, that's my era.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? What the fuck are you doing?
Yeah.
What the fuck are you doing with Stuart Copeland? Do you know what I mean?
That laugh was fucking weird. No, but it's just, it's what I go back, well, it's just kind of what I said before, isn't it? You know, it's like, nowadays it just feels like you get these musicians that try to show off a lot. I mean, of course,
fastest feet. There should just be a fastest feet competition.
Yeah, I mean,
and let's move on.
It's like a sport, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
you know, it's like people are impressed by all these blast beats and stuff like that. And I mean,
There won't be any blast beats in any future Acid Rain stuff. I can fucking tell you that now.
I mean, I did a blast beat in one song that I recorded, and that was with Empire of Evil, called Demone. And it's because it's asking for that, you know, it needed to be there, otherwise it would have just, the energy would have just, it wouldn't have gone anywhere, you know, It needed it. And now it just feels like there's just too much of that going on when it's not necessarily needed, you know.
Well, also, the thing is, for me, is that a blast beat, and funnily enough, I listened to a comedian, Bill Burr's podcast, and he's a drummer as well, and he sums it up brilliantly. Well, or rather, we share the same opinion, hence summed up brilliantly. Which is it's great, the arrogance. That I love fast drumming, love it. But blast beat for me, my problem with it is the lack of feel.
Oh yeah,
that's my problem with it, and also the fact that there's two kind of blast beats for me. There's an old school blast beat, right, and which is an old school blast beat, but we've got new school blast beats now, and it just sounds like a drum machine's gone wrong. There's no feel.
No.
There's no nothing, and what you're listening to is literally like, it's almost like a machine gun with a snare, and then the guitars are played over the top, and sometimes, if you listen carefully, it sounds like two songs. It sounds like the guitars and the drums are starting to pull away from each other, and separate from each other.
Yeah.
And you're listening to two separate things. You're listening to the guitars and you're listening to the drums. You're not listening to them together as music.
I mean, it is such a shame, and I think. Well, I know this. You know, when you listen to musicians. From like, you know, the Black Sabbath kind of era and the Led Zeppelin and Cream, and you know, old school musicians seem to just have so much feel in their playing, and you don't really get that so much now. We've got live bands.
Yeah, but mate, we've got live bands playing to, you know, but essentially just miming to their album.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, and
you know, they've just got fucking Pro Tools through sound.
Exactly. Why?
I watched. I watched. You know, I've watched a couple of bands and thought, yeah. And I'm not going to say who they are, but I always say on the podcast, if you see me out, ask me and I'll tell you. But because it's not for me or you or anyone to expose artists.
Well, I mean, I've seen one of the bands I love, I went to see, and I was disappointed because it was just literally like pressing play on a CD player, you know, and just listening to the album, and it's disappointing because you expect so much more live, you know.
Well, yeah, but we're from a generation that does, but it's more and more now. It is all about, right, we've got a set list. That's the set list every night. It has to be, because that's the way it's programmed.
Yeah.
There's no room for improvisation. And what all of that does, and what a whole generation of music fans are being cheated out of, is a unique one-off live experience. No, Thursday's crowd is getting Wednesday's performance. You know, Wednesday's crowd's getting Tuesday's performance. It's just, it's fucking sad. And you can say what you like about Metallica, and I have many times, but again, the most lovable dick there is. Lars is responsible for fucking constantly changing that set list up. You never know what you're going to get.
Exactly.
And they don't play to fucking Pro Tools live.
Yeah, I mean,
perfect
example of that.
I mean, Through the Never might be fixed to fuck, but you know, they didn't play it to Pro Tools.
Exactly. Yeah. I mean, the thing that really surprised me, and it's a perfect example of what you just said about Lars changing the set, was when I was here last time, and me and Paul Paul told us to check out the latest gig that Metallica did. What was it called? The X
Games.
The X Games, yeah. And the first song was Fuel. I've never seen Metallica open up with Fuel, ever.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Straight away, it's like, that is totally different, you know? And playing Escape, they've never played that one before, have they, you know?
Yeah.
Live, so that's another example. So
yeah,
it's about keeping it, like, you know, having that human quality to...
Absolutely.
You know, you can't treat it like a machine.
But there's a whole generation of bands coming up, and there's a whole generation of fans coming up
that expect it.
They expect, because the album was Pro Tools, and ultimately 2 or 3 of the band can't actually fucking play the album anyway, so they've got to play along to Pro Tools.
Yeah,
you know. But well, on that upbeat note, we were going to call this talking shite. But no, it's been really cool. It's been really cool.
It has, right?
I hope all of you guys out there. I think it started off slowly, but we kind of like warmed up and really got going. We are
getting to know you.
So look, guys, we'll see you out on the road. You know a little bit more about Mark now, and
who's he?
It's you, mate.
Oh, it's me.
Yeah.
Oh, right.
And remember, if you see him out,
who?
It's Stotty cake and a bottle of Bruin.
Bottle of Bruin.
And some Stotty cake, and he's all yours. And if you take his driving test for him as well, he'd be
for fuck's sake. Still going on about that.
No. Yeah, private joke. Sorry about that, guys. So anyway, it's good night from me.
And good night from you.
And good night and good night from me again.
And good night from me.
Yeah, you.
Yeah, me.
Yeah.
Not you.
This has been pretty good up to now.
That's right. Yeah. Sorry, I've ruined it. I'm sorry. Sorry. Stop the whole thing again.
Mark, you've got to stop now.
Oh.
I'm doing my Ginge thing.
Right, okay.
I'm doing it like, no, you've done it. You've nailed it.
Right, okay.
You've nailed it. Fucking
But
awesome.
I could do it better.
Probably, but the washing's finished.
Oh,
So
okay.
Gotta get the washing out.
Giggity.
You can't get more metal than that. So anyway, been a pleasure. Talk bollocks again soon. This is the first of the Acid Rain one-on-ones. Hope you enjoyed it.
Ciao for now.
Ciao for now.
And there you go. That was Mark and I talking bollocks just the other night. I hope you found that interesting. I know Mark and I did. It's quite a slow start, and then we just kind of really got into a groove. We could have probably just carried on all night. We had a really good chat, and in fact, that conversation at one point I said, should have got some beers. We actually ended up going out. And getting some beers after that, and going well into the night. It was like the podcast kind of just sort of got us. I don't know, got us going. I don't know. All sounds a bit strange, doesn't it? So anyway, again, thank you very much to everybody. Go visit acidrain.co.uk, great website where you can buy our stuff, and also. What can I say? Just thanks to everybody. It's been absolutely incredible, this comeback. We're looking forward to seeing everybody out on the road in October. We are well aware that the north of England has been brutally ignored on this tour. People saying, "Oh, what, no Leeds gig?" Despite the fact that we're not based in Leeds anymore or anywhere near, but no Leeds gig, no Liverpool gig, no Birmingham gig, no Nottingham gig, no Newcastle gig, no Edinburgh gig, no Welsh gigs at all, although we have got Hammerfest coming up in March next year, but no Cardiff or anything. So we are well aware of that, and all I'll say is we'll get to you, okay? We'll get there. Of course, the concept of travelling seems to have completely passed some people by, but if you can travel, it'd be lovely to see you. But looking to get to see as many of you as possible. It's going to be great. Really looking forward to it. And again, just visit the Facebook page, visit the website, stay in touch, give us feedback, again, thank you every single one of you. We really do appreciate it. We really do. We've all been absolutely blown away. I keep saying blown away. We have. Speechless. You see, that is me being speechless. But we are, honestly, blown away. Thank you very much. See you all on the next regular edition of Talking Bollocks. Oh, and yeah, if you want to tweet, at Talking Bollocks, Bollocks with a Z on the end, not an S. And you can find it on Facebook as well. So come find us, join the fun. And go and visit allabouttherock.co.uk, because that's the website that hosts the podcast. And without them, there would be no podcast. So thank you very much. Thank you very much to All About The Rock. Thank you very much to Craig. He knows why. And thank you very much to you, the listener. Ta-ta.